This is Amy Chan from CakeDecoratingSchool.com, and if you like cake decorating, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll be making a spring showers themed cake. It's broken down into steps, so you can skip ahead, rewind, and rewatch as desired. We're going to make a couple of colors for our cake today, and we're going to use two things. We're using some American-style buttercream just to decorate our cake, and we're also going to use just a tiny touch of piping gel. Along with that, we're going to use the following shades of liquid gel colors. So royal blue, violet, and some sky blue. To start off, we're going to make a little blue for our cake. I'm just going to go in with a few specks of both royal and violet just to make a nice light blue for springtime. And here we have our color. I just ended up adding another round of my colors, so same ratio of royal and purple, just to get a little bit of a more intense shade, but I want to keep it in that kind of pastel range. Next up, we have our piping gel, and I just buy mine in clear. You can see it's that clear kind of goo at the bottom of my cup, so I've just got a nice kind of heaping spoonful in there because we really don't need too much. It's more so just so I have something to hold the bag onto, and it doesn't take a lot to color it, so I'm just doing the tiniest little speck of sky. I'll just give it a quick mix around. I don't necessarily want to aerate it, I just want to kind of stir it. And since it doesn't take very much to give it color, I just want to go a little at a time. And if you want that color to be a little darker, just add a little more. And here we have our final color for our raindrops. We added some more sky to it to get ourselves kind of a nice little bolder shade, just so our raindrops show up on our background color. We are going to use two disposable bags for this project. The first we have loaded with our piping gel, and we're using a number 3 tip. The second we have filled with some extra white buttercream, and we're using a 21 tip. We're going to use a couple of very simple techniques for this cake: rosettes and little teardrops. For our rosettes, we're going to use a 21 tip, so we're using that bag with our white buttercream. And you want to be perpendicular to the surface. So in this case on our tray, we're just holding it straight up and down. We're going to hover above the surface and squeeze a star, and then we're going to pull and pipe a circle on the outside edge of that star. When you get about 3/4 of the way around, you want to taper off your pressure so that as you pull away, you get a nice little peak, and that gives you a nice little rosette or that beautiful little swirl of frosting. Our second technique is going to be little teardrops or shells. We're just going to hold our bag at a 45-degree angle. We're going to squeeze a nice little buildup and then pull down and away quickly, and that's going to give us a nice little point. We're going to start decorating by covering our little cake in our blue frosting that we made. So I'm just going to grab a nice big dollop of blue for the top and get to work. And I've got just a little 4-inch round. It's 3 layers high, and I've filled in between and covered it with a nice coating of white. And now we're just going over that white with this blue. That means we can use less colored frosting and less food coloring, which is great for a lot of reasons. Once you go over the top, just quickly work around the sides. And since we're only doing a little thin coating, it shouldn't take very much. And now we're back to the beginning, and we can go over things really quickly with our bowl scraper, just to help push any color into any low spots we might have. Get a nice even layer on there. And then I'll go over it with my bench scraper, just to straighten everything up. Make sure I have those nice clean verticals on the sides. And then use your spatula to remove the excess from the top. You can pop it in the fridge, let it chill so it's easy to work on. We're going to start working on our cake. Our blue has had a chance to firm up just a touch, so it's easy to work on. At any point, if you need to, you can pop it back in the fridge. But we're just going to do some rosettes here on the top. So think about making 3 of them approximately equal spaced. And they don't have to be perfect. Now that we've got our little rosettes on the top, those are going to help give us some structure. We're going to start on the sides, and we're just going to pipe some right here on the side of our cake. And you can see, just bring it up and touch that one I did on the top. And that's going to give it some support as we build up our little clouds. And it's also going to give us some shape. So we just want to kind of come in here and make a nice little cloud shape for ourselves. And it doesn't matter if some of them are overlapping or built up a little bit. Just come in and do nice little tight rosettes. Just take your time. Make them nice and puffy. Let's see. Some out to the side. They don't all have to be in one straight row across. And you can even do some on top. So don't be afraid to layer up that frosting and give them just a little bit of body. We'll make them look just a little fatter in the middle. And once you have one cloud and you like the way it looks, we'll go ahead and do the other 2 clouds. We've got our clouds finished. If you need to between steps, always chill your cake so it's easy to work on. But I've got my bag with my blue piping gel and my number 3 tip, and we're just going to put on some little raindrops. So just pick a spot to get started and just pull up with those little drops. I like to go nice and slow. Make sure you're making contact with the surface just to make sure that you get a nice finish on these. And if you get a little tail, just remove it with my finger really quickly. You can always use a toothpick or something else small. Sometimes you'll get a little trail, like a little string off of these, but they're easy enough to take care of. So I'm just going to make a cute little kind of smattering of rain down the sides. And I'm keeping mine so that it's kind of underneath my clouds, but you can always go all around the cake. And you can do cute little things, like if you want to add some extra piping gel at the bottom and make some cute little puddles. That's always a nice little variation. I just like to take my time with these so I get nice little clean drops. And once you finish the area under one cloud, you can just work your way around and do the rest of your cake. And here we have our cute little spring showers cake design. Just a few simple techniques, our rosettes and our little teardrops for our rain, and just two colors. And we've got this sweet little cake that's perfect for like bridal shower, baby shower, and any springtime celebration. And it's super easy to customize. Think some little duckies, a little grass, some flowers if you want to, or just as it is. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It truly supports our channel and helps us share more in-depth cake decorating lessons. Want to level up your skills? Our yearly membership has certificate programs from beginner and up. Learn more at cakedecoratingschool.com.